You're watching The Practical Vegan Mom. It's me, Jessica Jarmer. Today we're going to be making sausage. To buy vegan sausage, it's super expensive if you're going to feed a whole family, and there's so much fat in it that it's almost unnecessary. To do it at home, it's cost effective, it's easy, and you can control the ingredients. So we're going to start out with an ingredient you may not be familiar with. This is called Vital Wheat Gluten. You can buy it in most baking sections of the food stores. It basically is the isolated protein of the wheat. Unless you have celiac disease, this is a great source of protein. So that goes right in. Next, I'm going to mix in the spices. Think sausage. So whatever sausage tastes like to you, you can absolutely adapt the seasoning and just go like that. I'm going to put some oregano in, some fennel seeds. I crushed them up a little just so it got the oils out. A little crushed red pepper. I'm going to put some paprika in it so it has that nice red color. What else do we have? Oh, sage. Sage is totally a flavor that you taste in sausage. And I'm going to mix this up. So all the dry ingredients. And again, you play with the spices, do whatever you want. Whatever sausage tastes like to you, do that. All right, next, I'm going to mix the other ingredients. Here I have 1 cup of vegetable broth, a half a cup of beans. I just used white beans, I smushed them up. Some garlic, tomato paste, get this out of here, some soy sauce. Oh, you know what else? Nutritional yeast. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put it all in there because I love it. And some lemon zest. Even though the lemon zest is a very dry ingredient, I'm going to add it to the wet just so it suspends better. Alright, in goes the beans. And again, even though this is kind of a solid ingredient, I'm treating it as a wet ingredient here. And goes the rest of the stuff. Mix it around. Make sure everything is kind of together. I don't want to put this in a blender because I like the chunks of beans. Not to sound gross, they kind of look like the little fat blobs that you get in real sausage. And for someone who's transitioning their diet who misses the sausage, sometimes looks are everything. So now I'm going to pour the wet into the dry. You can use a spoon to bring it together. Don't use a whisk. It'll get stuck in your whisk and that'll be the end of it, and then it'll just be a mess. You could eat here. Okay, I'm going to get my hand in there and smush it all up. And then knead it like I'm kneading a dough, because essentially this is a dough, even though we're turning it into a meat. Now the fun part, making the sausage. Stick your bowl to the side, grab a piece of parchment paper and a piece of aluminum foil. Put the parchment out, grab a chunk off, and lay it down. Start with the parchment. Put it halfway up here and pull back and roll it up. Now, roll it in your aluminum foil. Feel for the ends and twist. Make sure you're using heavy-duty aluminum foil, because guess what? This, just so much pressure builds up and it'll explode in your oven. I speak from experience. It has exploded in my oven before. I'm going to stick this on a baking sheet that I just have a cooling rack on. This way, it doesn't come in direct contact with the baking sheet and it won't get a burnt side. And I'll put it right there and I'll keep going with the rest of them. So So here we have our tray ready to go in the oven. It's going to go in for about 1 hour. I'll take it out, allow it to cool, and unwrap it, and we'll have sausage. Still going to be a little warm. Ooh, and you have a beautiful sausage. So high in protein, so rich in flavor, so rich in nutrients, with none of the bad stuff that real sausage has. These can be taken, put in the refrigerator. You can make a bunch of them and freeze them, and then when you go to your next barbecue, just pull them out and throw them on a grill. You can also cut these up, throw them in your slow cooker with peppers and onions and a can of tomato sauce, and you're all set. You have sausage and peppers. Try this, it's worth it, you'll love it.
Don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, check out my podcast on iTunes under The Practical Vegan Mom, and visit me at jessicajarmer.com.